Action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Kelly Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Butler, and it's Grimes in at the 2. Grimes' shot is off.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
They get it again. Vincent outside. Lays it up and banks it in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they...
For Vanderbilt, Connect comes in for Reeves. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. And Philadelphia has possession. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to George. Launches a 3. And another miss by Philadelphia. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Back to MP. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. MP's got 8.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Drills it from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 3. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
And it's Bona missing. The Lakers shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. And that one's good. Connect.
Yeah, locked and low.
Another 3.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Doncic passes to MP. He tries for 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Oh, so competitive. MP with the response 3. This guy is all about winning.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here.
Second team. Substitution on court.
In for Los Angeles. And this is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight. And that one misses. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. MP is out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. Inside. Here's Yabusele, 4-3. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Los Angeles leading by 9. MP makes his move. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges. Philly is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big three, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
And Reeves pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. MP outside. Hey, expanding his range. The rebound by Lowry.
Lowry is a fearless scorer despite his lack of size, and he's never one to back away from the trees inside.
MP, the pass to James. MP way outside. The offensive rebound. Here's the 3. That one's good from James on the assist by Hayes. 13 points in the game.
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
Pass to McCain. Now George from the arc. And Reeves pulls it down. Reeves has got 5 rebounds tonight. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. James outside. From deep, MP. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's George. Good work defensively by James. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Lakers ahead. They lead by 12. And fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Grimes in at the 2. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
For 3, James gets the 3 ball to go.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
To the paint. Here's Oubre. That one's off. Still out of sync.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. The Lakers making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And here's Oubre from the arc. The Sixers again can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
To the inside, Oubre. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Right side, Butler. Fires the three. Rebound by the Lakers. Hayes is this run now up to 13-2. He puts up a three. And MP good for three. MP's got 34 points.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Oubre can't hit.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
James passes to Hayes. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
A nice shot by Grimes.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
From deep, MP. Connects from downtown. MP's got 37.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's George. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
You know, George is unstoppable when he puts it all together like this.
Vincent passes to James. MP way outside. Rebounded by Butler.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last of all.
Oh, wow!
Oh, watch out below.
Big finish.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
George with it. Now guarded by MP. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, BA, and I liked it. The stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
And both free throws good for Edwards. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the...
Good! Another from 3.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Lakers.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Paul George, he's checked in for Edwards. Pass to McCain. George feels it out a bit. Yabusele. The Sixers again can't hit. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
MP shot is off.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Stolen by MP. Now the Lakers moving it up. And he sinks the 11-footer.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
That really has been
some changes. Hatchimer is checked in for Jackson Hayes. And MP subbed in for Vanderbilt. R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Raptors. Walter comes in for Grady Dick, setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Ingram. Emmanuel quickly out there with Walter. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Barrett at the small forward.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick, and their focus on defense, Brandon Ingram. Coach told me Brandon presents unique problems. It's the skill and size combination. You just don't see it too often. Anytime Ingram touches the ball, everyone will be focused on stopping him. Should be a good one tonight, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Another miss by MP. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And this is his 2nd trip to the line of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious.
Toronto leading by 13. Hachimura out there with Connect. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's MP in at the center. That's the group for the Lakers to start the 2nd quarter. Puts up a 3. Way outside MP.
And that was way back there. MP showing off incredible shooting ability.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the 76ers. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Nobody near Barnes. Bangs home the trifecta.
And matching the 3 from the other end, Barnes giving no ground.
Reeves the pass to MP. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Barnes outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And a deep 3 from MP. Another miss by MP.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Shed. Hachimura grab
3.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the 2nd quarter so far. To the wing right side. Walter can't get it to go. LA's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the 2nd quarter. MP, no good. Toronto leading by 9 and stolen by MP. Driving in, and MP throws it down.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Raptors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the 2nd quarter, shooting 40%. And the Raptors miss again. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the 2nd. As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program.
Timeout. Vanderbilt. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Scotty's such a good dunker. This is why the D can't let Barnes get that deep inside.
So for Toronto right now, Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then there's Scotty Barnes. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Boucher in at the center, locking down the middle. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
And to DA, he is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind. And It's fun to watch. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
And Raptors leading by 3. They've got James. Jared Vanderbilt out there with MP. Then it's Vincent, and it's Connect in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Laker 5. Out to Barrett. And the 3 ball is good. Barrett's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Raptors.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
That one misses.
Entering the league as an older prospect at 23, Dalton Connect is a very skilled offensive player. The question with him, can he add strength to his frame? Time will tell.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
MP, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Bobo gets the basket. Lakers trail by 7. Pass to Connect. MP deciding where to go with it. Pulls it up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 20.
Well, having that solid jump shot is really a big part of the appeal with MP. A jumper he can keep improving on.
Here's Barrett. Vincent with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Lakers working the ball around now. The 3 from MP. The three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty is in the second half.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup